was raised with a stepfather who was non-Indian, and I was not at all prepared by my family to deal with discrimination and racism. And when I did encounter it, I just took it personally. I never really made sense of it in terms of something that wasn't my fault. So now I want to just make sure our kids are aware of what's going on around them, and that they're able to interpret it in a way that helps them understand that discrimination happens. Some people come with a view that's more prejudiced than others, and I just want them to be able to understand it, label it, be able to make sense of it. We have already encountered times with the kids, of course, that something that seems race-related has happened. Just last year, we were eating at a sandwich shop, and we walked into this place, and the guy who was the manager thought that we would be a problem. And of course we weren't. The kids were strangely angelic that day. I don't understand why. I tried to confront the manager about what he said, and in response he asked us to leave. He called the police. They escorted us out, and they were respectful to us. We were respectful to them. Turns out later on we found out that the store person had lied terribly to the police and to others that we asked to help investigate the situation. Luckily, we didn't do anything that would have aggravated the police when they arrived. My children themselves, I'm married to a non-Indian person, so my kids don't look very Indian themselves. So this stuff tends to happen when I'm around, or if they have peers who see me with them. And I know myself, I may not look as minority-ish as some people might. Still, it has caused problems for me and my children. It does seem to me like it is something that would be valuable to just sit down and talk with them about, whether it's what to do at a simple traffic stop, or if somehow they get involved in something that leads the police to think they did something wrong, what to do in such a situation as well. Interact with the police with respect, and if anything happens without us present, that they should ask for us before talking about anything. I guess when I was told when I was younger what to do at a traffic stop, my stepfather told me just to keep my hands on the steering wheel until the cop told me to go ahead and reach over and get something out of the glove compartment box, rather than trying to shuffle around with things or move around before the cop actually got there to see what I was doing. But I suppose something like that. And I might share that for the most part, my experiences with the police have been positive. There have been times that I felt like the police have been acting inappropriately or assuming things inappropriately about me. And luckily, they didn't turn out badly, those situations, because I tried to respond to that with a type of peaceful resistance of a sort, like not cooperate with their attempts to try to get me to incriminate myself, or anything that might be trying to egg me on to become belligerent in some way or another. I just try to keep level-headed. I wanted to talk to police, say, about approaching me or my family, that I would hope that they would judge us by how we actually interact with them, not by how they might have learned about typical people in the past in some way or another, whether it's justified or not in their experience. Because I know that I will treat them with respect, and I would hope that they would treat me also with respect, for my children as well. There have been other more disturbing times than this experience that I had at the sandwich shop. I was with my wife and one of the kids. We were driving to visit one of my parents and my actual biological father in Aberdeen. A cop pulled us over on the way into town, and he tried everything that he could to do something to get me arrested. He had my wife get out of the car. He interrogated her about me. Have I been drinking? Have I been doing this, that, or the other thing? He pulled me out, tried to give me a sobriety test, even as a passenger in a vehicle. All the while I was thinking I was about to get arrested for some bogus reason or another. So I just had to try to do my best to, I guess, in a sense, passively resist. I didn't want to do anything that would lead to more violence, or do anything that would lead to an escalation of the situation in any way. But at the same time, I didn't want to incriminate myself or make the situation worse on myself in some other manner. In the end, I was let go, but it took a long time of dealing with the police and their efforts at the time. Now, there are other times too where I've had very positive experiences with the police as well. So I don't think it's safe to assume that they're going to be bad, and I don't think it's safe to assume that they're going to be good either, given the experiences that I have had. Now, there are successful people in our communities. There are people who are very resilient in spite of how they have grown up. And what can we learn from these people? How can they help us help the community develop in a positive way? Now that I myself was a very bad member of the community for a while, and I have some responsibility for dragging down other people with me at that time in my life as well. I would like to now do what I can to help the community build from its strengths and become something that they can be proud of.